Bangasamida. Om Shanti. Peace to you, peace to me. Hello and welcome to another video. My name's Peter and today I'd like to talk about money and its value. Money, 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 money. It's all about money. Money is the root of all evil, some people say. Money makes the world go round, other people say. Money has no emotion or feeling attached to it. It's just a tool for us to use for our exchange of energies. That's all it is. It has been corrupted, and I do agree with some of the people in the world who have seen the absolute diabolical corruption that is going on within our central banking systems and how the World Monetary Supply changed with the book, a wonderful book by Edward G. Griffiths called The Jekylls, or The Creatures of Jekyll Island. Setting up the Federal Reserve System, coming off gold or silver standard. But then looking at all that, there's enormous corruption, but then look how the world has changed and how many people are now living with electricity, water. So there's always ways of looking at things that are different. But money, looking at money, why shouldn't you be living in abundance? Why? It's usually down to your preconceptions and your lack. If you put out that you're in lack, universe will give you lack because you think, well, you want to experience that a bit more. Have some of that. Have some more of that. Have some more of that. I'm seeing people experiencing that right now. Lack all the time, and all they talk about is lack. Oh, I haven't got this, I haven't got that, blah blah blah. I remember when I was living in Staines. I was coming to the end of, I think, of my music career really, and I was in a pound shop, and my wife used to laugh at me for shopping in a pound shop. But you know, that's what I used to do, and it was end of line goods or bankrupt stock and stuff like that. So there was some good quality stuff in that pound shop anyway. A lot of Christmas presents from there, but that's beside the point. But I was in that pound shop, and for £1 you could get so much. But this lady was in there with her kids and with a friend, and she was talking about this item that she wanted to buy, and she said, I can't get it this week, I really haven't got £1 in my budget to spare. And that really made me think, wow, people are actually living in that much lack. What happened inside of me was weighing up, does she really need that, does she not, is that going to enhance her life, make it better, or is it just something that she needs to consume? I'll come into consumerism later on in this video. So I was really fighting inside of myself, shall I give her the £1 just to buy that thing, or shall I, because I was in lack as well, so that £1 to me could have been something else that I needed to buy. And this whole experience of lack, just being in the pound shop, was incredible. Thinking, yeah, I have £1. So it was me feeling that I was in lack, which was attracting more lack, and I was hearing more stories of lacking, not enough. So rather than feeling abundant and everything can flow and the ebb and flow of money can happen naturally for you, it was all lack. Grab what you can. Competition. You're not going to have it, I'm going to have it. That kind of feeling, and that's what we are living in, that meme. It's just something we're born into, and we can come out of it. So we do need to come out of it. I do like Michael Tellinger's Ubuntu, the contributionalism, i.e. you contribute to society and you take what you want out of it. But you need a higher level or raising of consciousness to get to that point where I don't feel enough human beings had that higher level of consciousness, because our consciousness is in lack and competition and fighting for everything, rather than feeling everything's abundant and coming out of love and not fear. We need to be doing that, but it's all fear-based. Lack. There's not enough resources. There's loads of it. Money they create out of thin air. They can create money out of thin air, and they can make as much as they want. Billions, trillions, quadrillions. Oh, apparently the Earth is, the world is 2.2 quadrillion in debt. Or rising now. That was a figure, I researched that figure a long time ago. Probably much bigger now. I mean, that's crazy. But there is abundant money if you really do look for it. So it's looking at money differently. Some people see £1,000 and go, oh, you need £1,000, here you go. Just give it straight to you. Not think anything about it, not worry about it, let it flow out, and then money comes in the other side. Other people think, oh my God, £1,000, look at it, it's up there. It's up there. And you're looking at it, almost putting it on a pedestal and coming from a place of lack. Whereas you could actually grab that £1,000 and put it into you. And then you can, if you need to, give that £1,000 to something else where the whole cycle of money comes back into its own way, which is important because it's just a tool. It's just a tool for us to exchange our energies. That's all money is. But that £1,000, as I say, can be very easy for some people to spend. For other people, they'd have to really break their back to get that out, to spend £1,000. So what do you spend your money on? What do you spend your money on? I used to spend it on music equipment. So I'd save up to get the latest, say, software for my computer recordings for my home studio, or I'd save up to buy a guitar if I needed a guitar, or buy musical equipment. And when I was performing live, it would be on stage gear, that kind of thing. And not really one for consumerism, buying things because they were there. Clothes, maybe I got too many clothes. Not now, but maybe I did have it in the past. But consumerism and all that spending of money on things that you don't need, and you actually don't spend money on things that you do need. That's the difference. The consumerism was thrust upon us by Edward Bernays and that whole group of, or gang of, corrupted thieves that really made the Western world into a consumer society. So you just consume, you're not producing, you're just consuming. So you go out, you earn your money, you feel you're in lack, and then you go and consume, and then you do the same circle over and over again. It's like a trap or a prison. It's what you do, you're consuming. So really the art of living a successful life is to produce more than you consume. So you're a producer, you're not a consumer. You're a creator, not a user. So you're not using. I really didn't like that term when I first saw it on a computer. Username. User, you're a user. User usually means that you're using something. It's got a bad connotation to it. So what are you, a producer or a consumer? Very interesting point. So what do we need in today's world? We need to be eating well, with the minerals and vitamins in food slowly coming down. We need to be investing in good food, especially vegans, like moringa powder, chia seeds, all this good stuff that are high in protein. You don't get protein from animals and animal products, maybe a little bit, but mainly you get the same amount of protein and the same weight of broccoli as you do a piece of steak. Where this protein myth came from, I don't know. I've tried to look into it a little bit, but I mean, all you're doing is researching, going down more rabbit holes and looking for things. Just look at the facts today, the truth, that you get full proteins in moringa powder, amazing superfood, chia seeds, chickpeas, for instance. Not a full protein, but you can mix it with another high protein food like chickpeas and bulgur wheat. You get your complete protein source. Protein is also made up by amino acids, so if you want the full range of amino acids in your body, you eat goji berries. So buying superfood, or it's not even superfood, just buying food, good food that's good for your body. Getting away from the heavy food that keeps you low in low vibrations, making you feel making you feel negative, frustrated, unhappy. You've got to push yourself past that. So money and its value. Its value for you is really, what do you spend your money on? Do you think, you wouldn't think twice about spending £1,000 on a smartphone, but to go and spend £1,000 on yourself, no, I'm not going to do that. I had the same thing going through the body and brain process, going through the workshops when the first two were reasonable priced, but brilliant, absolutely life transforming. Then it came to Dotong, a lot more expensive. And when I decided to do it, it was really weird. I decided to do it, I thought, well, I'm in abundance, and the check suddenly came in from nowhere to me, and I could afford it. And then I decided, once I did Dotong, I decided I wanted to become a Qigong instructor, and then the money came as a gift. And then I realised, actually, if I can become an instructor, I can get abundance, and then the money came from other sources to pay for my master's course, because I wanted to become a Dharma master and experience living the life of a Qigong instructor and a master in training. Wanted to master my body, master my brain. I wanted to experience that, and I found the money. And looking back at my past self, there's no way that past self would have done that. No way. Living in Staines, in that pound shop, there's no way would I have found all that money, whichever way it came, to get me to that position. Some generosity, yes. Some hard work, yes. But the main thing was my change in attitude towards money, my change in attitude towards myself. I am worth all of that money, every single penny that I spent, everything that I learned, all the knowledge I've got about the body, all the knowledge I've got about the spirituality of us, on our energy body and our chakra system, our meridian lines. Every single thing that I've learned is worth every penny that I've spent. All the food that we eat, the chia seeds, the moringa powder, all the fresh fruit and vegetables, the food that we grow out in the garden, every single part of that has been worth it with every penny that we spent. And we even looked at it at some point when we were actually building the beds in the garden, and we were getting the compost before we started to make our own compost. We were saying, well, this is more expensive than eating at the supermarket. But the plates grew smaller because the nutrient factor in the vegetables and the fruits was higher. So it was worth spending that money. So money and its value, it's what value has it got to you? I think the most important thing is to buy stuff that enhances you, not your appearance, not like these fashion or anything like that, but for you. Good food. Health is the new wealth in today's world. Attention is the new currency. So I hope that's really clear. Health, your body is the wealth in today's world. So spending money to get you healthy is worth every single penny, worth its weight in gold. And for your attention, rather than being a user and consumer, be a producer. Produce stuff in your life. And then the value of money will actually become apparent, because everything that you produce, it might not produce money there and then, but things come back to you in the universe, and the universe will respond how you play this game. And it is just a game. Enlighten yourself. Let the flow of money come around you, and you'll see it's absolutely amazing how it begins to work. So I wish you well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe, and I'm sure I'll see you in the next video. Sarang Hamida.